So it gets rid of the symptom. So I'm excited, no more flooding. I fix the house, but I don't fix the pipes. So what happens when I turn them on? Like, right?
Right.
I think it's the perfect analogy because
That's great.
Yeah, because this is the whole point that we're trying to make. Like, the pill doesn't cause the women who had this history of irregular cycles or problematic scenarios to have a problem down the line. But the pill gave a false sense of security by providing that monthly withdrawal bleed. So we thought everything was great. We're ticking that box every 28 days, thinking it's all good. But then you come off the pill. And especially if you had that history and you haven't had a true bleed in like 10 years or 5 years or whatever, like, you really don't know what's going to happen when you come off. Like, you don't. And what we know for sure is that the pill didn't correct whatever was going on. And so, like, back to that doctor's office example that I gave at the beginning of this, when that doctor says, yeah, it's fine, like, it's literally based on nothing.
Right.
Because we haven't even had, like, I'm guaranteeing you that the doctor, I mean, please, if I'm wrong, if someone's listening and they're like, no, my doctor totally asked me everything about my history and like all, but like, I'm pretty much guaranteeing you that didn't happen. So it's literally just words out of someone's mouth that has nothing to do with your specific situation.
Right. They're hearing, I don't want to get pregnant right now. I want to get pregnant, in a couple of months or 6 months or what have you, or next year. So logically, in that reasoning, it's like, okay, well, just wait till then. Because like you said at the beginning, we were all taught in school that if you aren't on the pill as a teenager, you can get pregnant at any moment forever. And we know now through all the education, I hope for everyone listening that, like, we know that that's not true anymore. And I think this was a really good way to break it down. And I can hear already some people listening being like, oh my God, like, I just came off and now I'm hearing it might take 8 months to 18 months for everything to really regulate. And I think we can flip that and say, like, if we understand that there is this transition period and that the transition period is different for everybody, because it's not always going to take that long, but it can also help to just lessen the burden a little bit of you constantly wondering and searching for what is wrong with me, when we can say, like, okay, you just came off the pill. I love asking people, what was your cycle like before you went on hormonal birth control? I think that's so valuable for us to be like, okay, like, now what are we watching for? Are these things going to come back? Were they completely symptom free? Like, is that what we can hope for? And that can just help guide us in those early months of support through your fertility journey to hopefully speed the process along a little bit if we can, but more than anything, really just set realistic expectations, which is kind of what this whole conversation has been about, essentially, is how do we set realistic expectations for women who are put on the pill when they're 13 and have no idea what's going on. And now it's been usually, like you said, 10 to 15 years, and we haven't even had a follow-up conversation about the pill or whatever you've been using, unless you've had side effects, essentially.